Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a Patreon cast featuring MackWinston and Chaos here on Neo Humanity. Top left, it is MackWinston. Bottom right, it is Chaos with a spinny Super Team logo. So, the clan tag is Super E? I don't know. Good luck. You too. Thank you. Is a player, by the way. Ditto, says Chaos. I have no idea what that means. MackWinston is a player? Oh, TY. I mean, TY is. TY is. Oh, says Chaos. So a discussion involving a TY, one of the four horsemen of StarCraft 2. Four Terran players earned that name by being elite. Innovation, Beyond, Maru, and TY are the four horsemen. Innovation is back from military. And he competed in GSL. Got to the round of 8. But no further. A little bit rusty, Innovation, but I feel like he's going to get back up to his old ways in no time. Cybernetics core coming up from MackWinston. We've got a barracks completing for Chaos. We got double gas on the way. And a factory coming up. So, one base openers here. Or, you know, just safe. Just safe openers. Yeah, so Gateway Cybercore Nexus, very, very safe. Barracks Factory Command Center, very, very safe as well. Anyway, hope you're having a great time watching the StarCraft 2 today. Got ourselves a nice little Patreon game of the month for MackWinston. He does support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for $10 a month US, which gives him the right to send me one replay every month. I will cast it, no questions asked. This is his selection for the month. Very interested to see where it's going to take us. What we got here. Oh, he's going to let the probe in. Oh, look at the probe blocking. Ow! Sick! Throws up a pylon, blocking the landing spot of the factory. That sucks, Chaos. Yeah, FFS indeed, man. We know what that means, and I'm not going to say it for demonetization purposes. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, and then cancels it, gets some of the money back. Delays it as long as possible. Beautiful. So Cyclone probably, just in case something shows up here that he wants to get rid of. Oh, it's a siege tank opening from Chaos. All right. I'm down with it. Nexus coming in for MackWinston. Chaos is kind of thrown off his game here a little bit, but he does have a second barracks. This is kind of a 2-1-1 build from him. Yeah, it is actually 2 barracks, factory, starport. Ooh. He wants to kill MackWinston quickly. Interesting. Twilight Council coming in. Another gateway here for Mac, and another gateway on top of that one to give a total of 3 here at 324. A couple stalkers out for just scouting purposes, poking purposes. Siege tank up. And what do we got over here? An engineering bay. Yeah, this feels like a +1 timing with Marine siege tanks, medevacs that can be extremely strong. Really strong in TVP. 3 racks openings in general are really strong in TVP. You show up with a ton of Marines and Marauders off of 3 racks with like Stim, Combat Shield, and you can just wreck Protoss, man. Okay, yeah, so you scouted, there's a siege tank. Some of your stalkers are on fire. That's okay. Oh yeah, this is definitely, look at that. Reactor, swapping it over to the starport, medevac production, no Liberator production. This feels more turtley than aggressive now all of a sudden. Like, you're worried about a 1-base attack from MackWinston, but you're blind, my guy. You have no vision of anything on this map but what you can see right this very second inside your own main base. Yeah, I don't know. He might unsiege these tanks, grab his Marines, send them across the map, bring the Liberators, siege up like right here, and get the siege tanks back here, Marines covering them, and just try to win. Not a bad strategy. Yeah, a new reactor getting tossed down on the barracks for Marine production. He's got Stim on the way. Okay, so this isn't like the tightest 2-in-1 build, but I kind of like it. Seems fine. And the Liberators are actually going to be used for harassment. which can be extremely frustrating for Protoss, anyone really to handle, right? Terran Protoss none of those people are big fans of the Liberator harass. Super annoying to deal with. Charge just got finished up for MackWinston. Got an Immortal out, got a bunch of Zealots. Which actually not bad against kind of a siege tank heavy composition. Charge lots can close that distance and get on top of the tanks real quickly. Liberator. Ah, good. Great pull, man. MackWinston saw that coming. Double Liberator zones. Doesn't lose a single probe. Excellent. And the Liberator's like, garbage. So MackWinston's going to be on 2 bases, and Chaos is on 1 base. The longer this goes, without some kind of a resolution here from Chaos, whether he wins the game or he kills Mack's second base, the worse it is for Chaos. He needs to move, man. You want to probably get there at the same time that Stim finishes, as it is pretty close to finishing. So yeah, you want to be across the map when Stim finishes. It's a timing attack. Okay, beautiful. Unsiege, lower, let's move out. And this is why these Stalkers are so important for MackWinston. He needs to know when this attack is coming. I guess he has an observer to see this too, but he's like, oh, smokes, that's a big army. Yeah, it's 1 base. Come on, come on. Are you seriously coming down here to get a second base? That was so unnecessary if that's what we're doing. 1 minute. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I was so worried for a second he was just going to be like, oh yeah, second bases are good. Because he's so far behind right now. It's just not going to work out for him. So, no Reaper, man. No Reaper today. Oh my gosh. No. No way. Oh my gosh, he just trapped Marines and tanks in between these 2 debris piles by knocking these rocks down. I've never seen that before. I mean, this is a fairly new map, but still, that's amazing. Chaos, little neutral face there. Liberators are like, hey, walk into my Liberator zones. No. Holy crap, that was the coolest thing. This is a good game. MackWinston with a sneaky little pylon block at the top of the ramp and then trapping the army here, giving MackWinston time to get more army out. The charge lots are here. Liberator setting up. Siege tank getting shots off. They need to do. That was a friendly fire target. Ooh, friendly fire hit there on that Widow Mine, I think. Siege tanks too. That friendly fire splash. I mean, that splash damage giveth and it taketh away. 42 to 30 army in favor of Chaos. Chaos is still not expanding. Chaos is just spending all the cash he gets with 24 workers off of 1 base trying to kill Mack. Mack's on 2 bases. He's got 34 workers. He's got some, some shield batteries to fall back to. Here goes nothing. Siege tanks. Marines Liberator. Liberator going to get target fired down here. Anti-armor missile does connect on a lot of those Stalkers. Not bad. Ooh, chasing down an Immortal and killing it would be so good, but getting back in time. Got 4 legs. Immortals aren't the fastest, but they're not the slowest thing in the world either here. Mule gets called down to repair the Raven, it looks like. Yeah, repairing the Raven is nice. Ooh, Mack's like, I don't really want to engage with this army at all. 53 to 34 army supply. Warping in some charge lots. Shield battery going to help with that. Popping a shield battery overcharge would probably help keep them alive, but jumping, there we go. Jumping right on the siege tanks as the Marines are away from home. Now the Marines should be able to handle pretty much everything else, though. Yeah, this is why you keep the Marines with your tanks, Chaos. Because look at how well they do against the Stalkers and the Immortals and the Zealots that cause your tanks all those problems. All right, shield battery overcharge kicking. Yep, there it is. There it is. Pops shield battery overcharge. Chaos pulls back, except I guess these guys are rallied or something. They probably need to get out of here. Pulling back. Is he making more tanks? Nah, man. Honestly, Marine Marauder at this stage, Marine Marauder, Medevac, Widow Mine, Liberator would be just fine. Siege tanks aren't really necessary, I don't think. I mean, I do... Ooh, I think he can get in there. Oh, Medevac has no energy whatsoever, though. Are there any more Medevacs out? No. Is he producing any? No. Man. All right, Mack. The good news for Mack is he hasn't lost any probes today. He's on 2 bases. Chaos is on the 1 base. I keep looking down at the minimap to see if he's got a second base there or see if he's making command center. He doesn't. He's just trying to 1 base his way to absolute victory here today. And MackWinston intelligently not taking a third. Just continuing. He's getting obs, which is really smart. He's trying to make Chaos make a mistake by coming in here. And there we go. Stimming forward. Liberator gets set up. Shield battery overcharge is up. Killing the shield battery would be good, but I don't know about this. Liberators forcing the Stalkers out of there. And I think Mac might get chased out of his own natural base here. Okay. All right. Liberator gets another shot off. Stalker down 37 to 15 army value. MackWinston is in a lot of trouble. Man, I wonder how often MackWinston has faced really concerted 1 base pressure from a Terran in his Protoss games. Because it can be very difficult to deal with here. Where did these Stalkers even come from? I don't know, but they are dying. Because Marines are really good with stim against Stalkers, but enough barely to hold off here. Liberator's got to pull back. Oh, accidentally attacked his own obs there for a second. That was a bit of a misclick. Chaos is considering taking a second base now that he's completely failed to kill Mac's second base. He's killed 2 probes today, but it's 35 to 24 workers is not looking good. Okay, medevac. Healing up these guys. I guess they stimmed or so. Did they come home? Widow Mine connection there. You don't want to go into a Liberator circle if you've already taken a Widow Mine hit. That's not going to work out for you. Not at all. Forge up from MackWinston and taking a third base. Recognizing the Terran is setting up to get a third base or second base of his own. I don't think he got that information perfectly, but he does see where the setup is here for Chaos and is assuming there's a second base from Chaos. So here we are at 12 minutes. Our guy, more obs for the Widow Mines, working on +1 attack here is MackWinston. Does have the charge, does have the blink. Additional upgrades are always nice. Working on 1-1 for his gateway. Boom, 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 boom. And there's that storm. You know how good splash damage is against Terrans and against other Protoss and against Zerg. Yeah, it's good. You don't have to make storm in a TV or a PvT. The professional Protoss players don't always get it, but man, it's pretty nice when they get it. Army value 57 to 23. This is, honestly, this is a move out time for Chaos to try to go to win. He's not working on attack. He is actually, I lied. Working on attack upgrade +1 for his infantry. He's getting concussive shell here too for the couple Marauders that he has in the mix. He's got an armory, so the Widow Mines are permacloaked and will require a Widow Mine to spot them. This might be tricky. If Chaos is going up the right side of the map and MackWinston's coming down the left side of the map, they could miss each other, and this could turn into a very fast base trade scenario. Something that could get stressful very, very quickly, which is always, always fun. But yeah, if you want to support the channel, patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. You can join the channel as a member, which is pretty cool stuff. You got a neat little logo next to your name and access to different emojis. And people can know you're cool. And PayPal is another option too. Just go to paypal.com, and then my email address registered to PayPal is falconpaladin@gmail.com. I love this. I really like this. Dropping inside the natural base of MackWinston. Tanks on this low ground. Marines covering the tanks from flank attacks from the back. Liberator circles here too. But MackWinston up to 56 army supply now. It's just the Zealots can't do anything about this. Can't get through these mineral chunks. Oh, man, and you can hit that Nexus from there. What a great tank spot. Oh, he's so worried about getting flanked. Look at him, so worried. No, 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 no. Kill it. What are you doing? It's like, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to kill a pylon. Are you serious right now? Like, really? I would get the high ground, get the vision, kill that second base. Why is it not killing it? I'm utterly confused here. I like the Archons for splash damage. I love the High Templar for splash damage here. They have enough energy for a storm each. Chaos has been getting a third base all this time. Got a third orbital up here. So we're moving into more of a macro game. All of the gas is taken out of Chaos's main base. And actually, there's an expired assimilator in MackWinston's base too here at 15 minutes, which makes sense. Ba-bum, ba-bum. It's the Stargate from MackWinston. Is it going to be an Oracle at 15 minutes? The old 15-minute Oracle trick. Nope, adding a Void Ray to the comp, sure. Void Rays are good at burning down things like Medivacs. Liberators can take those hits pretty well. Burning down a Siege Tank as a Void Ray is a really fun time, certainly. Okay, so look, it's 53 to 36 workers. Mac is up. He's down in army value a tiny bit right now. He's on 3 bases. His second base never died. He's only lost a couple probes today, 3 of them in total. And I just don't know why Chaos backed off from this position. He was so worried at getting flanked here. Gosh, so worried. I like the Ghost Academy from Chaos. If there's going to be spellcasters and splash damage from Storm for MackWinston, Chaos getting EMP would be sick. Taking that energy off of those High Templar, taking the shields off of everything else. A little snipe action on a High Templar was never a bad idea. Maybe a nuke or two would be super rad as well. All right, so +2/+2. Oh, that Void Ray gonna die. Yup. By that I mean, took a Widowmine shot, took some Marine hits, and escaped with its life. Wonderful. Okay, so man, all these rocks have been destroyed and everything. Ooh, what a weird position for MackWinston's army to be in. All right, well, the Liberator's kind of getting focused down. Beautiful storms. Anti-armor missile tossed into. Oh, there was spellcasting before now. The Raven did an anti-armor missile before. That was great. 6 storms, though, bro. Like, oh my gosh. All of the bio just melts. And that's it. Chaos rage quits. MackWinston is your winner in 15 minutes. Well, 17 minutes and 27 seconds. Yeah, that that was something. That was a good game by Mac there. A little one-base, incredibly aggressive opener from Chaos. He shows up with Liberators, Stimmed Marines, a Medivac, even a Raven, Siege Tanks galore. And Chaos makes the mistake of sending his Marines up by themselves. Beautiful little come around. The tanks all die. The Raven dies, and then Chaos has to go home. And his next attack, great position. He gives up on killing the second base for no reason that I can see. Goes home again, takes a second base, takes a third base. Lets MackWinston catch up in army value, get Storm out. And that's it, man. You're just done at that point, right? There just wasn't enough here from Chaos. Army value went from a nice lead from Chaos to a massive lead for MackWinston. And the shenanigans for Mac were really fun, too. That pylon block at the top of the ramp for that lifted factory was hilarious. So funny. Like, that was so brutal. And then, on the other side, knocking these rocks down and creating a little trap for Chaos's units to get stuck in. I bet Chaos is incredibly frustrated by this game, but there were a couple mistakes that were made that I think would have changed the outcome. Maybe it wouldn't have led to a Chaos win because the Storm was really good and the Storm dodging was not particularly great. Like, there's our first couple storms, and he just... Yeah, and he kind of walks back into that one, and you got to stim out of it, man. You have to stim run. God, that is such a good such a good storm. Yeah, do not mess around with MackWinston's Psionic Storm, friends. He's good. He's good. Oof. So fantastic little example of a very fun, very fun, not a super crazy long macro game. It's fun to get these games every once in a while too. Really, really enjoy that stuff. All right. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon game. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us.